Hello everyone, I'm Tommy from Tommy's Reptiles, and I'm about to take a trip for the holidays. Before we hit the road, let's go give all my animals something to eat. We'll start off by feeding my juvenile quince monitor named Walter. I've worked with him for quite some time to gain his trust, and now he'll just climb right up on my arm. We'll feed him outside so he can get some natural sunlight. Whoa, look at that yawn. The claws on his back legs are still connected to the cork bark, and I don't want to rip him out, so I want to let him climb up my arm on his own. Come on, Walter, you can do it! Come on, Walter, anytime now. Yes, those are your feet attached to the cork bark, so come on, climb up my arm and let's get out of here. Good job, buddy. Let's go outside. All right, I'm going to feed Walter right on this table. I'm going to give him a little shrimp. I've been feeding him shrimp much more often, and he seems to really enjoy it. Just watch how quick he grabs the shrimp right off the tongs. It's going to be like a split second. Okay, here you go, buddy. Eat up. See, there he goes. Now he's going to take his sweet time, making sure that the shrimp gets all the way in his mouth, and then he's going to use his neck muscles to push the shrimp down towards his stomach. I'm always fascinated watching Walter eat his food. It's so interesting seeing how smart monitor lizards really are. Walter is by far my smartest reptile, but don't tell the others that. When handling him, I usually do this hand over hand method. I don't really like to grab him too much because I don't want his claws to dig into me more than they already do, and I kind of just let him climb where he wants to go. And it looks like he kind of wants to go back down on the table, so I'm going to let him down and give him a couple scratches. Now I'm just going to put Walter in this little container so when I bring him back inside, he doesn't scratch up my arms. And it seems to me that Walter doesn't really mind it anyways. Then I just put the container inside his enclosure and let him figure out how to get out on his own. And it seems like he's going the wrong way. Come on, Walter, other way, buddy. There you go. I bet he's going to go right in the water. I put my fist up to let him know it's me so he can get my scent and know that he's safe. And it looks like he's headed towards his swimming pool. There he goes. It's fun watching this guy swim, but I definitely have to get him a bigger fish tank. He's not only outgrowing this fish tank, but he's outgrowing the entire enclosure, so I gotta give him a major upgrade soon. Now we have my adult male Indonesian frilled dragon Squishy outside, and we're gonna fill him up with some super worms. I love letting Squishy wander around my yard, but every time I walk up to him, he frills up because he doesn't know who I am. His entire demeanor changes from when he's inside his enclosure to when he's outdoors. When he's inside his enclosure, he's calm, cool, and collected, and he seems to be very comfortable. But as you can see outside, he's on high alert. It's okay, buddy, it's just me. It's kind of funny because when his frill's open, his mouth's open, and then I kind of just slide a super worm in there and he goes right into feed mode. And once he starts chewing, he stays in feed mode and he'll just keep eating super worms. Let's give him one more before we bring him back inside and feed his girlfriend. Here you go, Squishy, last one. All right, Squishy, climb on up so we can go back inside. Whoa! Caught him. In you go, buddy. Now let's fill this bowl up with some super worms to feed Squishy's girlfriend. Her name is Rattle, and she's an adult female Indonesian frilled dragon. I'm really hoping that these two frilled dragons will eventually breed and give me eggs. You can see Rattle is a great eater. She's gonna chomp all these super worms down, no problem. These little bowls with that lip at the top come in very handy because it makes it impossible for super worms to escape. Okay, Rattle, one more worm to go. Good job. Let's give Squishy one more worm. Here you go, buddy. Good job to you too. Next up, we're gonna be feeding my adult male, half Australian, half New Guinea frilled dragon named Moth. He's been having some shedding problems, but he's doing much better than he has been the past 2 weeks. And next up are my juvenile frilled dragons. The bigger one on the left is my juvenile Australian frilled dragon named Petal, and the smaller one on the right is a juvenile Indonesian frilled dragon named Pickle. I believe them to both be females, and they seem to be best friends. Let's see if either of them want a little super worm. Well, it looks like Pickle's the only one that's showing some interest. That's okay though. Now let's feed some turtles. First, we're feeding Michelangelo, my adult male Belize slider. I'm giving him a shrimp. I want him to work for it though. I want him to grab it and tear it out of my hand. In this pond, there's also 2 adult male Mississippi map turtles who are always hiding at the bottom. I'll sprinkle some aquatic turtle food in there for them as well. Man, Michelangelo finally got the shrimp. Good job. And this is for the map turtles. See you later. Now we'll be feeding a shrimp to my adult female concentric northern diamondback terrapin named Smiles. She goes absolutely crazy for shrimp. She's gonna run right up this ramp, probably not get much traction, but she'll get there and she'll grab it. Come on, Smiles. Yes, there you go. Now she's gonna take that shrimp underwater where it's easier for her to eat. Next up is my sub-adult male box turtle named Teacup. He is the first reptile that I ever successfully hatched from an egg. Let's offer him some watermelon for the first time and see what he thinks. He's not sure yet. He doesn't know what's going on, but I think he smells that sweetness. There you go, buddy. Chow down. Next up is a juvenile probable male box turtle named Dose. So far, he's much more shy and timid than Teacup is, but maybe that's because he's still small, and when he gets bigger, he'll get a little more confident. He usually grabs some food and then runs the other way and eats it, and then he'll come back and eat the rest when I'm gone. I wonder what he's going to go for, the watermelon or the turtle pellet. Can't really tell. Oh, turtle pellet. There you go. He seems to want to be left alone when eating, so I'm going to respect his wishes and leave him be. Next up, let's feed my baby spotted turtle. I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but this turtle's name is Poppy. Poppi. This turtle is a very good eater. Anytime I put pellets in there, they disappear within minutes. Next up, let's feed the inhabitants of my fish tank. These inhabitants include various African cichlids, silver dollarfish, a black shark, a pleco, and a diamondback terrapin. This is a male northern diamondback terrapin, and his name is Bungie. Bungie is the Aboriginal word for friend, and I got the idea to name him Bungie from a documentary about a sea turtle named Bungie. Seems like he's trying to get one of those turtle pellets, but they keep getting stuck in the current, so he'll have to eat them when they eventually sink. Don't look at me. Go look for the food, buddy. Next up, we're going to feed my El Cope poison dart frogs. I have 3 of them. 2 of them have a really cool light green coloration that reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream, and the other one has a very light blue color, which is also super cool. These little frogs are great eaters, but they're very skittish, and if I make any sudden moves, they're going to all disappear. But look at them go. They're little eating machines. In this enclosure right here, I have 2 poison dart frogs. This blue one right here is called an Azurius, and there's also another one in here that's not coming out called a green Sipilawini. He may still be sleeping, but eventually he'll come out and eat some flies. This is my young male Brazilian rainbow boa named Garlic. He's about to chow down on that frozen thawed mouse. And those are all the animals that I have to feed before I leave on my trip. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching Tommy's Reptiles.